Yeah, you just have to turn it on one. And it's
So when it's a solid green, it's live.
yeah.
And then when you click it once, it'll that's on.
Okay, got it.
And it recharge.
Yeah, thank you everyone for being here. And today's my topic is AI won't replace developers; it will replace everyone else first. So I know this topic sounds really bold, but this is not theoretical. It's actually a real story about how I turn myself to find a better way. So first, I'm gonna introduce myself. I'm Herman. I'm currently a software developer at Sweetly. The company is in Tampa, Florida. I'm working remotely, and previously I did a R&D developer at Coin Network. It's a small engineering team in Halifax, and I did there for 1.5 years. So I also had a master's degree of computer science at the University of Warwick, and also a bachelor's of computer science at here at Dalhousie. So yeah, the first question I want to ask and ask you guys to think about is if you are graduating, what kind of technologies you want to learn, or what kind of things you want to do. Some people choose to do the lead code questions. They do the top 100 over and over again. And some people choose to master a framework, like maybe Next.js, Next.js, like those. And some people, I know now, since AI went viral, people start to learn the AI tools. So I want to share my experience and my thoughts, especially for you guys, like if you want to do something on your own right now. Let's begin. So when you open any technology media, you'll see that Cursor, Cloud Code, and GitHub Copilot, like everyone is saying that the developers are done. Like AI is going to replace us. But I just want to share a different opinion. So us, the developers, we already adapt to this transition. We used to write the code, but now we start to review the code. But for the other industries, they are still doing everything manually and they haven't started the transition. So on the left side, you can see is the developers. So we use AI to generate the code and we do the review. So we already adapted to the shift. But for the other industries, they do everything manually before and they do everything manually now with the AI. So for example, uh, maybe people used to write the email on their own, but now they use AI to write it. But they are still not starting to review things. I think that's actually the chance. So before I share this chance like I got like at Sweetly, I just want to share another story of not like that successful story. So on March 2024, I joined Halifax Coin Network. It's like 10 to 20 people, hardworking and engineering team. And we used to do blockchain and we then pivot to AI tooling. We moved really fast. We had the Docs Writer program since January 2025. Then we have the Box Finder, like Code Writer agent. We tried everything we can to make the cutting edge products, but I think AI really moves so fast. So everything we make several weeks later, like OpenAI, like Anthropic, like Google, they have the similar functions embedded in their models, so they can do better stuff than us. That's kind of the truth. We tried our best, but finally we just turned to a not really good position. The company run out of the fund, and they cannot support me anymore. So it makes me think: is that worse? Like to make something cutting edge? Is that worse? Like for us, like to do some research? Um, I think yes, but it kind of requires you either to be a super talent or you have a lot of capital to support you. So for me, a very normal, average, hardworking engineer, I think I kind of need to find another way. So here is the way I found. So I think AI tools is not used to replace the 90% of the engineers. it actually makes this 90% of the engineers flow to the other traditional industries. So these engineers that being replaced, they can help the other industries to make a transition to the AI native workflows. So what did I choose? For me, I chose the short rental program. So it's like helping the hotels to list their listings on Airbnb and Vrbo and to provide the full service for them. Um, it's actually not new. We have a lot of traditional competitors. Like here, I listed Rocky Stay and B&Barry. Like these kind of companies, they are relying on the human operations. They have a large team, they have a high cost, and they have a very slow workflow. So usually for them, like it takes 4 to 6 weeks to onboard a hotel. So what we want to do is we want to list a listing like for the hotels quickly. So for us, it's like average 1 week we can list a hotel on Airbnb. So there are several factors that influence that. I think one of the things is we try to adapt the AI native workflows. So we got 3 AI integrations, and we try to make everything automated. And yeah, so about what industries to pick, why did I choose to do the short rental program stuff? So it's not random. I thought a lot of stuff when I want to do something on my own. For example, I want to make a website for the local restaurant because I really like to eat there. Like it's like a fried chicken restaurant, and but they refused me. I asked them if I can make a website for them. They say no, I don't need that, and that's actually the point. I think it's actually too simple. So making a website for them, either they don't require that, or they don't need that, or it's like very low profit margin. And there are also a lot of complicated stuff like healthcare and construction. So if you choose those kind of fields, it will take you a lot of effort, and it has a really high chance of failure. So I was thinking to choose something in between, like something you can't understand it, you can't do it in a very short time, but it doesn't also cost you years like to do it. So I think short rental stuff management is like that. Is it has a complex workflow so far, and but we can learn. The traditional players they just kind of left behind, and AI can increase the efficiencies, and we still have a good profit margin. So yeah, what Sweetly does, so we sell the vacant rooms for the hotels, mainly for the United States, the hotel in the United States and in Barbados. And we sell these rooms opaquely on Airbnb. We don't mention their hotel names. Like, for example, if that's a Hilton hotel, we don't tell the customers that's a Hilton hotel. We just list them with the photos, pictures. And currently, we have three direct connections with 3 major brands like Wyndham, Best Western, and JL Properties. So we'll have JL Properties soon in April. And we have currently like 200 plus hotel partners, and we made so far 1 million plus revenue. And yeah, we also got some individual hotel partners besides those brands. Like these hotels, their big brand, like their brand does not allow them to partner with us, but they can do it. I mean, they do not allow the hotels to list on Airbnb, but they can partner with us individually. So yeah, that's how it works. And I was thinking like if you guys have any opinion, like if you think anything in Atlantic can change, can make a we can make a disrupt. Any ideas? No? Yes? Okay. So far we have like the 1 million plus revenue, 200 partners. We have the integrations, and we participated in the New York University's Leslie Lab for fundraising, and we will have the launchpad expected this June. I'll just briefly introduce the tech. Actually, I think the tech is not actually the core stuff. In my experience, I think most of us can do the tech properly. But I just want to briefly introduce it so you guys can have like a brief idea what we are currently using. So to facilitate the development, we have used multiple cloud skills. We mainly use Cloud Code to develop. We have some skills called like Impeccable. This one is the one that we use to improve our UI and UX. And for superpowers, is like a test-driven approach. So we can teach the Cloud Code to write tests first, then write the code later. And for the others, we use a lot of MCP servers. We use Sentry and CodeConf to do the QA stuff. Like the Cloud Code can directly fetch the errors from Sentry and CodeConf. They can resolve that. And we also use BetterStack to do the monitoring and logging. And we have another MCP called Contact 7. I guess some of you may use that as well. Like it's docs MCP to provide us the latest docs. And we are trying to do some automations as well. So I'm not sure if you guys have read the news for Strap. So basically, Strap has a tool called the Minis. So the Minis is actually some Cloud Code or similar agents. They can create the TKs for failed CIs, and they can resolve the TKs created by the devs. So they run in sandboxes, and they use a lot of unit tests to ensure their quality. So we are trying to do something similar, like to increase our efficiency as well. So we use ClickUp to create the TKs. Some TKs, if they are pretty easy and the scope is not large, we can just directly assign them to the AI agents, and they can run and resolve the TKs based on a cron job. And the structure of our code base is pretty simple. We got one monorepo with 8 different services. So we have some to C websites, like the user side. Users can make bookings on our direct booking site, and we have the to B websites and some employee and partner management websites. And we use some open source softwares to do the communication stuff. And yeah, we also made a lot of integrations with third-party um, PMS like Hostex, Strap, Derbysoft, and these kind of things can help us to integrate with the hotels and put reservations directly to their systems. Here are just some random screenshots. Partner page, portal. This one is for our hotel partners. And on the left side is the to C's website. On the right side is the communication software Chatroot we are currently using. So also for the infra, I think we also learned from that a lot. So we started last year with Render. Is probably you guys also know that it's like a cloud-based platform. So you can deploy a service very easily. And then we shift to Coolify, which is a self-hosted PaaS platform. So we can use one click to deploy on any of the servers, and we can run our services there. And finally, we turn to use Devtron. Is actually I think our scale is still not that high. We can still use Coolify, but since Google granted us like 25,000 to let us use Google Cloud, then we made a transition to use Devtron and Kubernetes. So now is like, how does the AI integrated in our workflow? So we have, I mean, the AI integrations from the beginning, I just want to say they have to be, they don't have to be very complicated. For this one, I think is pretty simple. So what it does is, on the left side is the hotels room type. They actually just be very specific room type is like one king bedroom. But on Booking.com, they list it with a lot of uh, other words like sea view, accessible, and like superior, like premium, like city view, like those kind of stuff. Those kind of words are extra on Airbnb. So what we want to do is we merge all the room types together, and we use a workflow to resolve that. So every time when an Airbnb booking comes to our system, we fetch the booking.com to get their rooms, their beds, their prices, and then we use the language models to do a room matching. Then we send a Slack notification to our agents, admin agents, to tell them if they should accept it or not. So this way, I think it will turn the admins from doing this kind of things like match the room types with the Airbnb to like just review the result. I think that's one of our improvements. And we also did a bit prompt engineering. People say prompt engineering is very easy, but I think it's pretty important in our case. So we did the bad type match, we did the bad count check, and we also have some price filterings, so we can filter the too high or too low prices. And we also need to handle the cases that there is no room type match, and we can send a email or something to the hotel for those kind of cases. And for this integration, we also considered about the models we should use. Um, some people just randomly choose between the ChatGPT, like the Cloud and Google, but we kind of think those models are too expensive. So we finally chose the Xiaomi's Mimo V2 Flash. That one, it only costs us like $10 for 3 months. So it's a very small model, but the performance of that satisfies our need. And we also considered which framework we should use. So people would think, okay, I'm gonna choose Longchain because that's very popular. A lot of people use that. But for us, Longchain I think is kind of overcomplicated. So we finally just use the fetch calls like to do this kind of work. And there is another AI integration that I think worth to mention. In the hotels, there's a position called revenue manager. So what the revenue manager do is they do the analysis of why the hotel is not performing good, or if they have a dropped revenue like from last month compared to last month. And we basically, as a full service company, we want our hotel partners to be success, but we don't have that much fund to do the analysis. So what we did is we created another AI agent. This time we choose Claude because although we know it's very expensive, it's roughly costs us like $100 like per run, because for each hotel they have different situations. We need to do different stuff. For example, we had one hotel that city got a hurricane, so basically there's no one wants to go there for travel, and their revenue is pretty bad. So we use the AI agent to do the analysis, so it can filter out which hotels really requires us to negotiate a better price, and they can give us suggestions based on that. So you guys can see they are kind of the same pattern. They are all small AI integrations, but we have different frameworks, like different setups. One is with a very small model, another is with Claude, and the cost is also different because the target we want to have is different. And for the third AI integration we use is actually sentiment analysis. we got several Airbnb accounts banned at the end because the users they left a bunch of bad reviews to us, and we as kind of a middleman, it's really hard for us to prevent those bad reviews. So